of us can really imagine. And for the viewers watching, where do they give? How much do they give? How much makes a difference? What level of donation can have an impact?
You know, I was listening to the CNN, and they were saying that, well, you know, a lot of money is going in. I can assure you, you can have 10 times more money going in that's there right now. It won't be enough. Organizations like Humanity First, you can go to humanityfirst.ca and has all the information in there. We also talked about what kind of NGO people are kind of skeptical.
Right.
You know, what kind of NGOs to give money to. You know, do your due diligence. Look at go into the organization, see what other projects they're involved in. You know, we have some great NGOs over here that we can, you know, can go in, do some research, and you'll know which one the right ones are.
Welcome back to Focal Point. I now have new panelists with us, ready to speak about how organizations are reacting, working together, mobilizing to support longer-term plans to help rebuild the Haitian nation. And it's a pleasure now to introduce you to Dr. Aslam Daoud, who is Chair and Executive Director of the Disaster Management Department of Humanity First. You can see we were talking at the beginning with people who were there when the quake hit, their own surprise, and this sense of the absolute devastation, and that really it's not like they're starting at zero. They're starting at a negative because they didn't have the infrastructure to begin with, really. And before the show resumed, we were talking, Dr. Daoud, about the fact that this is really not a quick fix. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience in Haiti and what you're seeing or projecting?
Yes, Humanity First has been there for about 3-4 years. Like, we have been there from 2007 when we provided relief after the storm and cyclone, and then every year we have been doing that. In fact, when Humanity First response is to a disaster, we do in a phased approach. And when we got the news on January 12th at around 5 o'clock at that time, we were just not sure how big the magnitude is. But right at that time, within half an hour, we started to assemble a team and started to send the team. Since that day up till now, we are working about 18 hours a day over here in Canada just to provide support, logistical support and everything. And now, the more we are involved, the more we are finding out that it's going to be a very long process. It's not going to be a quick fix that will be out in a month or 2 months. A month has already passed, and we are still in phase 1.
How many phases do you predict? What's the model?
Our model is 3-phase approach.
3 phase?
Phase 1 is the immediate medical phase, where we work on saving lives.
Right.
We send our medical team, doctors, paramedics, firefighters, who provide medical help. In phase 2, we look at midterm help, which provide, meaning temporary shelters, food, and other things. And then in phase 3, we go into the reconstruction project, where we do some long-term help. Now, we were in a mode of transitioning into phase 2 now, where now, in addition to medical camp that we are running, a number of medical camps we are running, we are now offering support to the orphanages. We are supporting schools over there. We are helping camps of 5,000 to 7,000 people with food over there. And now we are looking at some long-term projects. And the projects that we have assessed up till now is running off orphanage for another year or so, having water filtration units. In addition to the temporary ones that we have installed, we are looking at putting permanent ones that is going to benefit about hundreds of thousands of people.
But when you say we, and with all due respect, because your colleague from Humanity First was here too, and it's exemplary work, but there's a big we, right? You have a piece of this Haitian territory, but you're working with how many other organizations?
We are working in coordination with the United Nations. And with the United Nations, there are other NGOs, and on the ground, it is a partnership that is formed on a daily basis. Wherever you come across an organization, we work with them. Who
gives them permission to enter? Is that the UN?
Permission to enter? Originally, when we entered, there was no permission required. Everybody. Humanity First was one of the first 18 organizations that went there on the ground and responded. Now they're getting more organized. Now they're looking for those organizations who are locally registered and who have been doing previous work, and those are the things that they're looking at. So when we're from Canada and US, I sent a team of about 80 people up till now, and more are going every week over there. Plus, we have recruited a lot of local volunteers who are working day and night with our team. So we've got a large contingent over there, and now we have partnered with other medical facilities, other NGOs, World Food Program, United Nations.
And for the rest of the viewers, if you could come right back after this break and hear what that next step is going to be in terms of a York Region perspective on raising money to help. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Focal Point, and we've been discussing just the devastation that's occurred since the January 12th earthquake in Haiti. I'm delighted to have on this part of the show individuals who are giving time and energy and helping those of us in York Region understand and give from our pocketbooks, if not to join you on your treacherous trips down there. Can we talk a little bit about how York Region has been responding? I believe Dr. Dujira about to return to Haiti.
Yes, I'm leaving tomorrow, actually.
Oh, tomorrow.
My wife just packed a box of granola bar over there.
She says, honey, I love you, but you're going back? Back? And you live off granola bars there?
Granola bars over there, because when our first team went there, we had no food over there, and we didn't want to take the share that was being distributed to others.
People, no.
So we took our share, but luckily now eggs are available, bread is available, so we have food now, but I am not going to take any chances.
And where do you stay?
In tents. We have a medical camp over there. Just beside that there's a compound. We have pitched tents over there, and everybody's sleeping in the tent. First, it's safe over there because, you know, even today there were 2 aftershocks of 4.3 Richters.
Actually, it's funny. One of the earlier guests, Willard from World Vision, was saying that they have everybody living on the street. Even people whose homes have survived are living on the street because of tremors and a fear that the house could go down. How long can you live on a street? I mean, you've all said this is a long term. How long can you live on in a tent or on a street, particularly if the rainy season's coming?
The rainy season will be very devastating, actually. Up till now, we are sending teams for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and they've been living in tents for 2 to 4 weeks. Luckily, we have a washroom facility in a building that we can use. 1 washroom and 20 people line up for that. But the biggest alarm that I'm getting right now is send us tent. Now we are trying to get some tents to set up a school of 8 tents.
How much is a tent?
Depends on what we're getting, from anywhere from 200.
I'm trying to help you here. For people listening, how much is a tent?
I can tell you that if you donate $200, a family of 4 can comfortably live in a small tent. If you donate about $1,000, a classroom can be set up in that tent. So these are the things that you can provide. And Humanity First is a program that you start donating $35 a month. We can take care of orphans over there. We are looking after now an orphanage of about 300 children over there, and another one with 50 children over there. So these people need a lot of help, and we did successive fundraising dinners across Canada, and the money that we are using is continuously used up over there.
You're saying, Dr. Dude, you're about to go back tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
There's an insatiable need.
Yes.
How much money has to be raised?
I can give you, for example, up till now we have spent about, or provided an aid of about $600,000.
Your organization?
Our organization, Humanity First, has provided $600,000. We are York Region based. When we did a dinner over here with surrounding areas, we raised about $124,000. Then we did a number of other fundraising events and donations pouring in. But we are spending much more than we are collecting. And
that's not good.
That's not good. And you know, the one thing about Humanity First is that it's 100% volunteer-based. Right. If anyone donates $1, it's 100% spent over there. No commission, no expenses. It's all spent to the Haitian people.
Can I ask you something? You mentioned earlier that you'd also been involved with the earthquake in Pakistan. If during this period another disaster occurs someplace else, right? There will be a call to action, and Humanity First will respond. My concern is, and I'm sure everybody shares this, at some point the camera lights go off and people are tired of having, you know, given there, or maybe permission ends and people say, look, we've had enough living with tents, we've had enough of being run by NGOs. Do you have a sense of what that window is? And then what happens? Then what happens when this aid dries up and people stop wanting to give at local events like this?
This is why we heavily rely on local people. We say that we're going to teach you how to fish, not just provide you going to fish, how to just the fish, but we're going to teach you. That's why we are investing on projects where they can be employed. We have actually employed about 10 people over there in one camp just to help out, and they were free because they have lost their workplace and everything. They had nothing to do. Just to have them become a positive member, and this will continue. We're going to give them projects which are going to be self-sustainable. For example, we're going to support a school, and we're going to employ teachers over there. We're going to install water filtration plants, and people are going to work over there. So this
For how long?
This is going to be a permanent thing. It's not going to be ongoing. Our projects are going to run as long as the local people want to run it. We are registered in 32 countries, and this model works well. Canada will come out, but Humanity First locally will continue.
Well, and I think that's the point. York Region is coming out, and we're getting to the end of this show. And I know, Dr. Dude, you're going to be off on a plane tomorrow, living off granola bars and helping people. And so Godspeed. You go with, hopefully, a lot of money from York Region, and anybody watching Humanity First, World Vision, and things like Mark a Miracle are all waiting for your kindness. So thank you very much to my guests this evening. Good night. Thank you very much.